Good morning, everyone. Not very resounding. Hello, David. And welcome to day 2 of our inaugural U.S. Superyacht Association Superyacht Summit. I know you've registered now, you have a packet. For those folks, I would get out the program and you can quickly take a look at what happened yesterday. I'll give you a brief reprise, but before I do that, I just wanted to acknowledge and thank our good friends at Rybovich for last night. It really was very hospitable of them. Fabulous facility, people, their hospitality was terrific, and I don't know, Rich, we didn't run out of liquor up there, did we? We were okay. All right, yeah. We all had a great time. It was a really terrific way to end the day. And what I want to know is how many of you were practicing developing your personal brand last night? All right. Very good. Using some of the techniques, nameplates and globes, friends and wrenches and pluses and minuses. Very good. I see nodding going on. It's stuck. Jim's doing a lot of nodding. Jim? Great. Well, that's terrific. Okay, for those who weren't here, we had Scott Garvis from Dale Carnegie, and he took us through a session on developing ourselves, our own personal brands, and then the session on networking so as to better understand how to do more effective networking. So that was one of the things we did yesterday. We had a general session where we had a number of folks representing the industry who gave us perspective from their businesses on where they felt the business was right now and what they were doing in terms of new strategies, which was very interesting. We had some data filled in there from Boats International, and it was overall a really good afternoon. We had a series of breakout sessions that I attended one, and for me personally, I got one of my 3 or 4 key big concepts because I think the whole importing area is, we're spending a lot of money as a U.S. government. It's a focus of this administration. There's money out there, and we all need to at least look at that. I don't know if it's right for my business, but I've already talked to one of the speakers about her doing some work, which she works for the state of Florida, so she's going to do that to assess whether it's applicable for my business. So I would urge all of you to continue during the course of today. Remember yesterday I said, come away from here with some ideas that you can take back and use personally. Jim just told us about one that he's going to use personally relative to networking and his personal brand. I think we all took some things away yesterday. So today, be looking for those nuggets that will help you both personally and to drive your business. We've got another packed day, although we're not starting from behind today. Yesterday we started about 25 minutes late. As you know, because of technical difficulty, we don't have those because we have David Reed here today, who's a technical guru, and he made sure everything is set up correctly. Right, David? Michael did it all. I don't know, Michael will be back later. He didn't want to be here if it didn't work. Let me see where I am. I just wanted to say before introducing our next set of speakers, I mentioned yesterday that we have really human resources in the form of the room, our members, who are really teaching our members yesterday and today. I think that's an important concept because we need to be more collaborative, and you can get more collaborative and work with people, I think, once you've been in a situation with them where they're sharing their expertise because they acquired that over a number of years, that they're giving that to you in these sessions. And that's very generous when people give you of years and years worth of experience. And I think we're going to do more of that. I told you yesterday, and I'm really saying this for the first day people, the USSA board 4 months ago agreed to do this session because we wanted to get into the whole business of continuous education for our members. And this is obviously the kickoff to that process, but that is now a very conscious strategy, whether we do it once a year, once a week, once a month. It is on our radar screen, and we want to continue to do that. We'll be using the expertise of some nearly 300 members to make sure that we're taking advantage of that and them sharing their background experiences and their business practices and best practices with you. With that, I want to acknowledge the financial resources to make this happen. Jim Perry back today, or do we scare him off? Jim, are you here today? I'm sure he'll be here. He'll be here soon. But Jim Perry from Perry and Nevlin, and I know some of their folks here. James is here, Gino's here, and I'm not sure this young lady's name. Nice to have you here. Perry Nevlin is our animal sponsor. We're very appreciative. Our lunch sponsor today, Ken, I can see in the back room there, Ken Hickling. Ken's not only with All Grip and is going to give us some insights into his business during the lunch period, but also Ken is the president of the National Superyacht Society. And I need to say one thing I didn't mention yesterday when we talked about celebrating our 7 years of success was the fact that one of our conscious strategies and one of our accomplishments is to be working with other trade associations, specifically in this instance with ISS, but other state and local and national trade associations, so that we can collaborate and share best practices and not duplicate efforts. So that's a very conscious strategy, and I appreciate Ken being here today because he's done a terrific job at ISS, and we're delighted to have him here as part of our group. Thank you, Ken. This afternoon, you'll hear from Alexei. Is Tripp here? Or Jeff? Somebody's here. Oh, Tripp told me he had a first thing in the morning. Jeff is here? Okay. Tripp will be here this afternoon, and he will be our break sponsor this afternoon. You heard from Rick Gladich yesterday, and we also acknowledge Yachts International. I wanted to mention two board members who weren't here yesterday, because remember, I want you talking to board members about ideas that you have as we move forward over the next 3 or 4 years with the U.S. Superyacht Association in terms of what you want us to focus on. What's your vision of where we should be moving to over the next few years? And that's John Clayman. John, want to get up and... You see John, there he is. Okay. And I don't know if Mark Klein is here yet. Mark will be here a bit later, I think. Okay, those are our board members.